Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
I think it's really nice to be able to, interact with the police officers and stuff, and just to be able to talk with them and just get to know them and appreciate the fact that they take care of all of us in our community.
With so much in the news nationwide about police perception, authorities say it's a needed time for the annual Night to Unite, which brings communities and police together. Thanks for joining us. Mike has the evening off. Valley News Team's Christine Stanwood talked with officers and people who attended West Fargo's Night to Unite this evening about the perspective of police within the community and what they're doing to build trust and respect.
I've already had a root beer float, and I'm going to kind of look around and see what else I can find.
Not to mention free cotton candy.
It's awesome. I mean, being able to go out and meet a bunch of new people and talk to some old friends that you haven't seen for a while. And the free stuff's always nice, too.
West Fargo's annual Night to Unite event brought together the community and the police department in a laid-back environment.
The event allows a relationship to be built between the city and police.
I was talking to one of the West Fargo Police Department cops, and he was giving me some connections with the Fargo Police Department and helping me get in touch with some people.
This event comes at a time when police are front and center in the nation's spotlight, for reasons that aren't always positive.
This is a great thing because it just shows that not any police officer is bad. They're all good and they're all willing to just help us and kind of get to know all of us and protect us in our community.
Yeah, it's great, especially for my daughter, to be able to see that they're here to help us and be our friends and that we don't need to be afraid of them.
Detective Terry Stiff explains why this event is needed now.
Just stop for a minute and pay attention to what the officer or this emergency service people are doing, and always wave and be willing to smile and say hi. And a lot of times the officers are just busy what's going on in the day-to-day activity. So when a situation like this comes up, they have an opportunity to talk to them in a more relaxed environment.
Tonight, an open dialogue is established. In West Fargo, Christine Stanwood, Valley News Live.
Along with Night to Unite in West Fargo, there were many held nationwide, including Fargo and in Moorhead. A new study is showing more than 6,000 jobs in the valley need to be filled. Chamber members say they also found the numbers could increase to 30,000 over the next few years. Jobs from teachers to retail to trade industries are struggling to find workers. Today we spoke to a local automotive repair shop owner who says all trades are in need of people, saying fewer are going into jobs like carpentry, plumbing, or being a mechanic. And if the trend continues, it could impact your pocketbook.
Well, at some point it's going to cost them more to get their car fixed because we have to pay our guys more to keep them if they're good, and that affects what the consumer pays. So that is going to definitely affect consumers in this area.
For some automotive repair shops, the shortage is so bad they've been advertising mechanic jobs willing to hire without any experience. One person is dead tonight after a rollover crash on I-94 that happened just west of Valley City. The Highway Patrol says the driver lost control in the eastbound lane and rolled a pickup and attached camper into the median. The Highway Patrol has not yet released the name of the person killed in the crash. Well, the wife of 50s and 60s rock star Bobby Vee passed away today. Karen Valine was 71. She died at the University of Minnesota Hospital. She was a native of Detroit Lakes and had been married to Bobby Vee, who was from Fargo, for 51 years. Her husband, Bobby Vee, rocketed to fame in 1959, filling in for Buddy Holly, who was flying to Moorhead for a concert. Vee went on to chart 38 songs in the Billboard Top 100 charts. There's no word yet on funeral arrangements for Karen. The fight is over tonight for one Fargo teen fighting to get her family together again. 19-year-old Mackenzie Jackson has gained full custody of her two younger siblings. The three lost their mother 3 years ago from heart problems and then their father earlier this year. Soon after, the two younger Jackson siblings were put into foster care. After months of battling for full custody, Mackenzie tells us that now both her siblings, Spencer and Megan, will be living under one roof. She's excited to take Spencer and Megan to school appointments and school and just to spend some time as the family. To some national news now, a former bat boy for the liberal Kansas BJs was honored tonight before their game in Wichita. The honoree was 9-year-old Kaiser Carlisle, who died after being hit by a bat. A moment of silence took place before the game, and baby blue ribbons were given out to fans to support his family. Now, the only noise was heard in the second game of inning was from the PA announcer, because that was the inning that Kaiser was fatally struck. Flags in the city of Wichita were also lowered at half-staff in honor of Carlisle. Officials say that the heart-shaped KC sign will remain on the scoreboard. If you see a biker get off their Harley and start directing traffic, don't be surprised. It's actually now legal in Minnesota. The Motorcycle Road Guard program is designed to help large groups that are riding, those with 20 bikers or more, successfully navigate city intersections. The Department of Public Safety has already trained 400 bikers to act as road guards, a job that would typically have to be done by a police officer or a sheriff's deputy.
So we have a set of laws, regulations that they need to follow. Things like they need to have a cell phone, they need to wear a reflective vest.
The new law requires organizers to notify local police chiefs if they're planning a group ride, and in larger cities, the police chief has to actually give consent. Sturgis is the star city of South Dakota this week. The 75th Motorcycle Rally is bringing a lot of people into the Black Hills, but they're also migrating outside of Sturgis. Deadwood is about 10 miles away, but as you can tell, the rally is spread to the streets of this historic town too. Deadwood and many surrounding towns say their busiest time of the year is around Rally Week. The riders that we talked to say they want to venture outside of Sturgis to take advantage of everything the region has to offer.
We left Jamestown, North Dakota with 0 miles on a bike. I know I got just about 1,000 on it right now, riding the hills.
And do you have pictures from Sturgis? We want to see them. Just email pics@valleynewslive.com or post them on our Valley News Live Facebook page. You can see the photo gallery and all of Lisa Bedeau's coverage on the homepage at valleynewslive.com. More than 100 North Dakotans came together at a banquet in the middle of a soybean field tonight. Today was the second annual Banquet in the Field hosted by Common Ground North Dakota. It's a national group dedicated to educating and sharing information about farming and the food they grow. The dinner featured 11 crops and 3 meats, all from farms across North Dakota.
Right. The purpose of Banquet in the Field is to connect consumers with farmers. There's so much information out there that consumers really want to know about how their food is grown, how it's produced, and who actually raises it.
Organizers say the banquet is the perfect setting for people to visit with farmers and see the wide variety of North Dakota crops, all while learning about agriculture and the food that they're eating. WeFest is officially underway, and those driving to the event should expect significant delays due to construction. A construction project on Highway 10 and Highway 50 and the west side of Detroit Lakes will increase travel times. Highway 10 is reduced to a single lane in each direction between Highway 59 and the Detroit Lakes Airport. The project began in April, and traffic impacts will continue through this fall. Shirts, jeans, and shoes. Those are just some of the items needed to be donated to help kids start the school year right. Sponsor a Student is a program aimed at helping kids who are homeless get the essential clothes they need for school. The YWCA gives each volunteer a list with information like sizes of clothes, favorite colors, and interests for the student. On average, clothes can cost $150, but volunteers can always get more supplies if they want to take their donation further. Donations are needed by August 17th. For more ways to help, go to valleynewslive.com and click on the hot button for a link to the YWCA volunteer page. And while you're online, remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day.